Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, fluffies and not from all over this place called Internet. I am your host, Striker Chiguar, and as you can see, there is no Dante, and so I am alone. And of course, the reason he's not here is because, well, his bosses are, well, assholes. Not that I know them, but I'm just assuming because I took them from the show, kept them from doing the show. So, yeah. Death the tyrants! Anyway, so, yes, today's going to be sort of another one of those half episodes, hence 0.5. So, and since my bandwidth here is about a sixth of what Dante's is at our normal location up there in Tumwa, we might not be able to do so much with YouTube videos, and we'll have Skype open, but it'll probably just be audio only this time around. So let's see if we can get that online. Okay. So since it's just me, we don't really have anything planned as far as topic. It's usually Dante's job and he's not here, so we're just going to wing it again, just like we did last time. And I'll be watching the IRC and I'll have Skype ready to go. So if you've got anything you want to talk about, hit the IRC or on Skype. I've got 2 different vessels of coffee because I need it to do the show all alone. It takes a lot of energy. So, anyway, I had a good weekend. After the show Saturday, I spent the night at my mom's, and we went to the Science Center of Iowa, where they have a traveling exhibit. This is Sue. It's a T-Rex skeleton exhibit that, and it's at the Science Center of Iowa in Des Moines until I think May. So if you're in the Des Moines area anytime soon, be sure to check that out. Now they've got it's a really awesome place to, and they've got home of the Dome IMAX theater. They've got a couple of different theaters, and one of them is the Star Theater. It's amazing. It's like you're flying through space. It's awesome. So definitely recommend checking that out. Science Center of Iowa and blank IMAX Theater in Des Moines, downtown. So, that was fun. Anyway, if anyone's got anything to talk about, be sure to get on the RC. I am on the Ustream chat for a while, but I can't really do much with it because, well, let me show you my screen, what I'm looking at real quick. The screen right now is okay. Hematite says he's dropped the stream. So I don't know, that's weird. But anyway, I can't be watching too much stuff at once because this is what I'm looking at. And I'm short a monitor today, so because the secondary monitor I had before is currently at Dante's. That would be the one that we would usually have the IRC up, so I'm going to see it. But yeah, I'm watching. I got a lot to keep an eye on here. It's a clusterfuck. completely and totally a clusterfuck. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It's a very busy screen right now. But I'll try to keep an eye on it. And we've got Skype, audio only, of course, but it's there. So if you got anything to talk about, be sure to get on there. So as I've mentioned before, I'm planning to move to Bloomfield. Yay! I'm back. Yes. So if you're having trouble with the stream, I don't know what's going on. Just if it crashes, just try to refresh or pop it out and just open it in a different window and get rid of Ustream altogether. Just have the window open. But anyway, speaking of which, we're trying out Blogger as a website. And go to closetconvo.blogger.com. You'll get to our new experimental site. And that's where we're going to be posting information about our episodes and putting up links and descriptions and everything involved with the episode. So people who miss it can go over there and check things out. And we also have an embedded Ustream player, so you don't ever have to leave the site. Pretty nifty. Take one moment to type that into the chat. And if you're on the Ustream chat, type that in there as well. But just keep in mind that we're phasing that out a little bit at a time. So. Anyway, that is where, if this all looks like it's going to work out good, we're going to make that our new home on the internet. And we'll still be using Ustream, so that won't ever go away. But we'll be linking everyone to this site. And it turns out we can actually get a domain name through Google for like $10 a month. So there will soon be a closetconvo.com. I'll look into changing that as soon as I get settled in Bloomfield. And it is brony free, indeed. So what we got? Okay. Okay, and yeah. There we go. So, yeah. And Paradox the Wolf might actually call in today. If not today, then sometime, eventually. Whenever he feels like it. But, yeah. Reverb. What reverb? Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Okay, anyway. Where's my train of thought going? So, on the event account of Bloomfield, where I will be located in a couple of months, we're actually going to be moving everything over there, so Closet Convo will be broadcast from Bloomfield eventually, just as soon as I can get good enough internet connection. And it actually looks as if I may have some money coming, and it'll be enough to build a new desktop computer. And so I'm gonna do that. It won't be the best in the world, but pretty damn good. And it will be the new broadcast machine for this show. Also, let me do a lot more video editing. And stuff. And that will be awesome. Very, very awesome. Yes. All is well in the land of the Chigwire. Yes. 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 Chicken, I'm looking at stuff. And one moment while I look at stuff. I'm looking at stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Email. Opening it up right now. strikepod.studios@gmail.com. And yes. Yes, yes. And we have a picture of hematite spoon. It's not the coolest spoon you've ever seen in the world. That's the most badass spoon. It's a spoon of the gods. Yes. 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 Okay. So that's nice. We don't have an email. Not at all. Aside from a spoon. Yes. But, yeah, like I said, if you have anything interesting, be sure to share it. Yes. Yes, it's interesting. The embedded Ustream on the new Class and Convo blog site is apparently working better than the one on Ustream itself. It's very interesting. Yeah. But because it doesn't have a whole bunch of crap on it, bogging it down. At least that's my guess. Wait. Yeah. So, Dante is at work. He had to work late. So he couldn't be here tonight. But it looks as if we will definitely have Troy McIntosh as a regular host, maybe, possibly, eventually. And we'll just have to see about that. Because everybody loves Troy McIntosh, the man who talks with his hands. As I get lost in that swarm of windows. I've got too many windows to look at. So many windows. It's a tornado of windows. It's been a very boring week. Very, very boring week. Lately. So, yeah. Something interesting I learned about recently. Some scientists have detected what might possibly be dark matter, stuff in the universe that is cannot be seen and can only be we only know that it's there because it has gravity. It affects gravity. So we know it's something there. And it appears that scientists have actually detected something that might possibly be a molecule of an atom of dark matter. A particle. Something that looks like dark matter. That it's not conclusive yet. But, yeah. It's hinting. What else? Oh, yes. So, Hematite is working currently on a couple of fursuit heads right now. One for himself and one for me. And I'm absolutely... I can't mention this without being absolutely speechless because it's really awesome. Yeah. But heads are very complicated. And hats off to you. Yes. Whoa. Well. What do we have? What else have we got going on here? So maybe we should have some background music, eh? That seems like a good idea. Let's get some background music going here. So it's not so... There we go.
Popular is overrated. The true friends will still be there.
This is one of my favorite songs ever.
Real talk.
By Bucktown Tiger called This Is What I Want. What I Want by Bucktown Tiger. Yes. It is definitely one of my favorite songs. Yes. You guys hear that? Yeah. Should be able to hear that. Yeah. A little bit quiet. There we go. Now you can hear it. So, and I want to talk about Bucktown Tiger for just a moment. He's an Arkansas bird. He's down there in Little Rock. And every Tuesday night, he sets up shop on Ustream. And it's really great to hang out with him on the Ustream, in the shop. You know, I'm normally not a big fan of rap, unless it's just good, and this is good. I mean, there's a lot of genres that I can't stand, but if they get a good message, then I can't not listen to it. I can't not like something with a good message, and this is it. Oh yeah. Record labels call me up, I tell them get lost quick. If they want me to forsake the reason that I'm rapping. You wanna come wreck shop and tell me what's happening. A whole team's at the top, like you can't imagine. We're the kings of the net, no matter laughing. CD baby nerve court, check the screen caption. My fans are the best fans, one can have it. I'm gonna load up this YouTube video. Get preloaded. See how it works. All the fame and the lights, man, y'all can have it. All the chains and the ice, man, y'all can have it. Through the pain, through the lies, through the troll bash. And I never change, never die, whatever stuff happens. I'm not the coach, head coach. I play to win every time I spit. Every word, every rhyme I writ. And every
Every kick, drum, and bass line and hi-hat hit, and every voiceover parody, it's all real stuff. I can sell 1,000,000 tapes, but a dozen's enough, cause there doesn't touch live, now the spirits are up. When they listen to the stories they envision, they can be the next big furry artist or musician. And when I see all their works, I'm getting all inspired to think that I could be somebody's flare starfire. So this is to an inspiration, flare starfire. Trust me, I'ma keep the flare going till the stars tired.
Beautiful song.
I'm going till the stars tired. I passed out for Centauri and I'm going higher. Fear shrinking like a wool sweater in the dryer. Not even water Pokemon gonna quench my fire. Nothing's gonna quench my fire. I said nothing's gonna quench my fire. Nothing's gonna quench my fire. Nah, I don't wanna be famous. I don't wanna be rich. I just wanna be hugged. I just wanna be stretched. I don't wanna be famous. I don't wanna be rich. I just want there to be some love in this bitch. I don't wanna be famous. I don't wanna be rich. I just wanna be hugged. I just wanna be stretched. I don't wanna be famous.
Wait, this YouTube video is loaded and we'll see what we got. If it works.
I don't wanna be famous. And I don't wanna be rich either. I just wanna live. Being popular is overrated.
Ah, you Winamp, you're a bitch. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Play with some windows here. Presenter. Let's see how well this works.
Just putting the feeder hose into the back of the machine. We're getting water directly from the lake over there.
Ah.
Blanket or get like a warm.
Hey guys, we've got company. Let's just move away from center.
It's a bear. It's a bear.
It's fine. We're fine. Just calmly walk over here. We're fine. You too, sir. Now, please, please. Let's just give the bear a minute. He's got to move on. Just let the bear be.
Oh yes, I remember when we played this. Episode 2 or 3, I think it was.
Sitting in my chair. Sitting in my chair.
Wonder what his size is. Probably an extra large.
That is insane. It got that clean on a cold cycle.
Okay, can we go back to work now, Mr. Ranger?
The bear's now leaving. Okay, gang. That's good. It's clear for us to go back to set.
It's a polar bear.
I wanted to use the washing machine.
I wasn't scared.
That's great. Yes. Tony's.
Okay, this is you.
Cheetahs at the Indianapolis Zoo, brought to you in partnership with the Tony Stewart Foundation.
That was awesome. And that was Indianapolis Zoo, eh? Very nice. So, yeah, if you're just tuning in, it is just me tonight, and me and the IRC and Skype. So, and we have no topic to talk about specifically, just whatever you've got going on with you. So, if you got anything, email us, strikepodstudios. I'll just do this way. Yeah, Closet Convo on Skype. So strikepod.studios@gmail.com. And the IRC is linked everywhere. So, yeah. We got a weather channel. Wrong one. Yeah, that's the same link. Anyway, let's start the music again.
Being popular.
Okay, so anyway. Yeah, okay. So, what was I? So anyway, okay, that looks like that's a different one. Okay, we'll just let that load up while this song plays. But as soon as I get settled into Bloomfield and everything's pretty much set up, what I'd like to do is start working on a series, like a comedy series or some kind of short film to add to the Strikepod Studios repertoire. Perhaps short films for YouTube, comedy skits, etc., an action drama short film. Just anything to expand the repertoire of the Strikepod Studios. And so I'll once they get started on that, I'll be looking for volunteers, actors, writers, producers, all that. Not sure I want to do porn. That's. I'm not really that desperate for funding, but you know. Anyway, moving on. So, actors, writers, camera operators, editors, they'll be looking for volunteers of that sort in those fields and areas. If I go through with that, I don't know yet. It's all kind of up in the air. Meanwhile, as some of you may remember, I have, for the longest time, been trying to search for a drummer, a keyboardist, a second guitarist, bassist, by a power metal band called Warcat. And this has been a very long-going process. Anyone who's ever run a band knows what I'm talking about. It's all about finding the right blend of the right musicians with the right mindset. And I'm serious about this stuff, you know? I'm serious about the music, I'm serious about the metal. And it's
Joshua.
And
Joshua.
you know, I don't know if I'm not 100% sure when it'll ever get going.
Wake up, Joshua.
But the search goes on for
This is
the
your
right
conscience.
mix of musicians.
Your conscience.
I didn't know I had one of those.
You denied my
And,
existence for 6 years. 72 months and scores of gatherings later, you still deny me.
Yeah.
Every time you lie about where you're going, what you're doing, what is in your
And-
heart, you deny me. Every time you hide
And it's not
your
going to be a
music,
sort of
passion,
a,
your
it's
life,
not going to
your
be
friends, you
a
deny
hard
me and conscience
hard
like
line
all the rest of the world.
definition for it,
I don't
but
understand.
Wake up and listen.
I'm not going to be
Ow, it
too picky
hurt.
about this. But it's
Yourself like tumors you
I
create.
kind of like want this to be sort of a furry band.
Afraid telling the truth will eat you alive. But then you get mad at Memphis Channel 5. And then you get
At least
mad
kind of a
at
halfway furry band.
And you get mad and quiet that one CSI did.
Because
They lied about
And
us.
what the well, you
furries
Ow, stop, that hurt.
are just
people are curious
so
and
much
fascinated.
easier to
They
work
can
with.
only write about whatever you give them. If you want people like you represent your kind, wake up.
Ow.
Speak your
Yeah,
mind.
a furry
Like
power
Chicago
slash
Fire if they knew
thrash,
like-
power thrash,
Your peers are good folks to themselves.
thrash,
They're
power
true.
metal,
They've
power
got
metal
their
mainly.
own lives to live.
I love power metal. It's like
Had so much
freaking
fun with an attitude and not
Ronnie
saying
James
how much
Dio,
fun and so good.
Firewind,
It's your insecurity and juvenile bullshit
Majesty,
keeps you from thinking coworkers would be
Powerwolf.
cool with it. The only difference is you'd acknowledge
That
there
kind of
are
thing.
others.
It's-
And you know what? They already
that
know
is
you.
the
But
fuel
just
that
keep your
flows
life
through my
covers.
through my veins.
With the stripes, claws, and fangs.
And,
Flushes in your tube and on your keychain. Everyone at your job knows the titles your totem. Plus they
Keeps
know
me
you got
sane.
pursuit. You're the one told them.
But still, they might think, you know.
Enough.
Ow, what was that for?
Listen, if they do, they already do. You can
So-
think whatever, but it doesn't change you. You know yourself, so you're just making excuses. Truth is, you make excuses, you're useless.
Okay, let's
Hiding
go
from
check
problems
the-
you say you want solved.
checking
You're not
the
solution,
audience.
you're the cause
No
of
one
it
is
all.
in-
Watch
no one
me
else
hit you
is,
on the head with your
it's
favorite
just
rhyme.
my-
You can make
It's just imitating the chat. It looks like so.
written 2 albums unlimited.
Yeah.
So will you live it, or will you be a hypocrite?
If you're watching this on
I
Facebook,
just want to go back
or-
to sleep.
Wake up,
I just wanna
mobile
go back
or
to
whatever.
sleep.
wake up.
I just want to go back to
if you're not really
sleep.
watching this
I
on the
just wanna
site
go back to sleep.
Wake up,
or
Ow, that
whatever,
hurt.
wake up.
All right,
get in the
all
IRC
right.
if you can, if you're able to.
I'm awake.
The IRC is chat.anthrochat.net/clause and convo. That is the server address. And like I said, we're phasing out the Ustream chat because it's just clunky. Okay, let's take this video's ready to go. Let's stop on that. So let's watch this one, this other video here. Yes. Yeesh. Aw. Yeah. That's cool. That was cool. Yeah. So what else we got here? Ooh. 8 tracks, blah blah blah. Fox McCloud and the Furry Starfighters. What we got here? Play. Play! Why you no play? Oh, here it goes. Oh, nice. Yeah, the mixing could be a little bit better, but the actual music is not too bad. Yeah, the guitar track is just a little bit muddy. And I could just do it. Do it. But not bad. Ah. Yes. So. Now, where were we? Okay, so this search goes on for a power metal band known as Warcat. Drummers, guitars, bassists, keyboards. The new drummers within relatively short driving distance of me were able to make the trip maybe at least every other week, let's say. Every other week for practice. I don't really like doing too many covers. I just do a lot of mostly originals because, well, I just like doing originals. That's where that's where the magic is. I think Winamp is not liking me right now. Okay, let's pause interesting. Very good. So, yeah. Warcat. Warcat is on Full Affinity. Bad mix. That's something to look into. Bandmix.com, yes. Thank you. Go check that out later. I am on Warcat is on Bandcamp and SoundCloud. Well, not SoundCloud, but it's on Bandcamp. As am I. I'm on Bandcamp and SoundCloud. If you look for me, you'll find me. So, what else is new? The song that's playing in the background right now is Tiara and Sam. I forget where they're from, but they are on Bandcamp. Really great music, and it's all free to download. So there's Tiara and Sam's Bandcamp link in the IRC chat. Yeah, they've quickly become one of my favorite metal bands. Metal / classical. Classical metal. Quickly one of my favorite bands, and they are furry. Like I said, their stuff is free to download. Though I would strongly recommend giving them a little bit of money, because it's worth it. Wait, I found something. Kotaku! There's a furry news type stuff. This is interesting. Yes. Kotaku.com /tag/furry. Bunch of furry stuff here. What should we check out here? Interesting. Let's check out some stories here. Yes. So, report. These furries sure know how to party. It reads as follows. This weekend, I was at Furry Confusion 2013, a furry convention. What was I doing there? Covering the event for covering the I always stumble on my words and when I'm reading stuff. I don't know why. covering the event for Katoko, of course. And you have to say that in the Japanese accent because it just works. Katoko. I'm currently working on my report of the event, but for now, here's a teaser of some of what I saw this weekend. Above are a couple of fursuiters dancing on the dance floor. I mentioned that I haven't just upset in the background if you want. Nothing else I can confirm right now. Furries know how to throw a damn party, and the event was certainly an experience. Yeah, let's go with that. What's the motto? Tell me something to read. Furries and Lolitas? I have never seen that word before. They play for a modern journalist. There's a lot we can learn from furries. Well, animal costumes might not be their thing. Raya or Sunny says that they have inspired her as a journalist. Lauren Rai or Shani, better known as the Otaku journalist, is featured as a guest writer on the Pink Slip Forbes blog. In her post, How to Be a Journalist in 2012, Orsani takes us through her experience working a maid cafe at Katsucon, a Washington, D.C. convention that caters to fans of Japanese animation and culture. While wearing her maid outfit, Osani interviewed her fellow workers in order to get a better understanding of what makes them tick. It is these people, as well as furries and lolitas. What the hell is that? I don't know. Anyway, that's Osani says have defined her career and inspire her as a journalist. Osani's guest appearance is the result of Forbes blogger Susanna Berslin's contest that pits young female journalists against each other in search of the best of the best. It should be no surprise that Osani, a former otaku intern, beat over 50 other writers for the guest spot and a $100 prize. Osani's guest appearance is the result of Forbes blogger Susanna. I just read that already. What the hell? I'm backtracking. Whether you're a otaku, a journalist, or just generally literate, you should give it a read. Let's see. Oh, shall we do? Yes. Well, let's read this. Look for anything resulting but furries. Let's see what furries come into this. Lolita. Yeah, it means young woman. I learned something today. Okay, here we go. I'm going to just go around. Oh, I'm too lazy to read this. I'm too lazy. But, yeah. Looks like they've got some good articles on here, so, yeah.
See, I be stunting in my music bumping with my guarantee I'm always doing something in my palm stomping in my face thumping with my green bottle dose of keys. I be drunk up in my blaze crawling in my haters stalling on my that's alright cause I be balling till I'm falling in my all my people's in there.
Got another news article.
Wild thing pajama party cause we all wearing you frontin' in your move something in your if you stay on the prowl do some hunting in your
give it a minute.
do some flirting in your do some pouncing in your gone and asking for
And it looks like bandwidth is not giving us any problems. We are, as you can see here, green. That means good. Green is good. No warning lights. Excellent. And okay, here we are. BBC News. Looks like they have an article here. Article by Denise Winterman. So if this is a bad article, blame this person. A court case where the two defendants meet on a furry website has put the spotlight in this little known world. So, what is a furry? So you can hear me. There we go. So, Linya looks adorable with lots of glossy white fur, black paws, and a shiny pink nose, and cute little pointed ears. Aww. But Linya is also a 48-year-old computer network administrator called Marshall Woods, who likes motor racing, visiting museums, and reading crime novels in her spare time. In his spare time. Mr. Woods is what's known as a furry, and Linya is a persona he has created, which he described as a sort of space weasel. As part of the song is actually very appropriate. Get fursuited up. As part of getting into a character, he wears a handmade, full-sized fursuit. Furry fandom, freedom, it's called many things. Has momentarily found itself in the spotlight in the UK due to a court case where the two met on a furry website. And I can probably guess which website that is, but we'll move on. It is a largely unknown scene, and participants have been happy to keep it that way, feeling they're often misunderstood. So what is a furry? No standard definition exists, but generally furries are people who have a fascination with anthropomorphic animals. These are animals that are given human traits, like walking and talking. They can be anything from cartoon characters like Bugs Bunny to computer game personalities like Pokemon. And the scene has its own art, animation, comic books, and literature, but activities are largely conducted online, where furries adopt personas for role-playing. But for some, it is about meeting other furries in person. Groups around the world meet regularly, and there are conventions in the US, UK, Germany, Mexico, France, Russia, and Brazil. Taking over the world. Putting and scratching. Furries say the scene is about creativity, freedom, and community. Being who you want to be among like-minded people. You get to choose what you are, what and who you are. Imagination is okay, no matter what your age, says Mark Merlino, a founding member of the furry culture in the U.S. and known as Silas Sable on the scene. But inevitably, perhaps, there is a, sexual element too. Face, paw. Now, in a recent court case in a recent court case in the UK, the two men who met on a furry website and shared sexual role-playing fantasies, god damn me, were convicted of plotting to, what the fuck? To kill one another, one of the pair's adoptive parents. Where do they find these people? Christopher Monks from Lancashire and Chuan. I give up. Were found guilty of maliciously preparing the killings via internet and I gotta put a picture so you can see my face palming. Go. There. Ah! Ah! Praise of... where am I? I almost gave up. They're currently writing sentences. Furries will not thank the pair of casting their hobby. Furries will not thank the pair for casting their hobby in a negative light and tend to argue that the sexual side is hugely overplayed. Is it ever? I think the problem is that sex sells, says Ian Wolfe. Yeah, that's true. Who is the editor of the British furry news website FurtianTimes.com? It is not surprising that less scrupulous journalists like to print stories about people having sex dressed as foxes. Damn foxes. Some furries assume animal traits known as zoomorphism and identify strongly with certain species. I think they mean identify, whatever. This can range from adopting an online persona to wearing a tail or full-size fursuits like Mr. Woods. Fursuiters, as they are called, bohemian culture, societies, inhibitions, and look admiring at the animal kingdom where creatures have more freedom to be expressive. Touching, petting, hugging, and scratching, light scratching and grooming is common at social gatherings. And most do not remove their costumes until carried to rent, breaking up, leaving. Magic moment. There's a magic moment when you put on the costume and see yourself in the mirror, says Mr. Woods. It's simultaneously disoriented and exhilarating. You actually do feel like you've changed for just a moment. Anthrozoologist Katie Gerbes, who studies human-animal interactions and furries, has witnessed furry interaction firsthand. People say that being in fursuit allows you to do things that you might not want otherwise. Blah 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 blah, give you hugs, blah blah, climb around, blah 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 blah. He says, okay, it's a pretty good sized article. I think it's an interesting read, and we'll, yes. So, and it has that LinkedIn chat, so check that out if you get bored and like just skim through it. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. Nice, from what I can see here, it looks fairly well balanced. Good stuff. So, get the chat back up in here. Interesting. A Firefox reader. That's kind of like a computer voice. Yeah. Go back to my face. Yes. Back to scenes. There we go. So it's 6 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. And I do have my guitar ready to go. Get to that later. But yeah, this is generally the part where we would normally get into an actual topic of discussion. But since it's just me today, and we don't have anything to talk about specifically, and yeah, we can just screw around a little bit. Let's just jam out. Bucktown Tiger. Oh yeah.
Arms and knees, dry off with a nice cool breeze, industrial fan blowing down the front. Keep your hand washed around once a month. Action packed fence in the trunk. Plus I'ma get my 621. I'm on that contact caffeine. Maybe I'm fresh and I'm so clean, and I'm smelling like orange cream. Sickling, yes, I'm getting so lean. 'Cause I don't need a more Mountain Dew. On track 5, I was pushed 280. Now I just weigh 252. I can slide up in my suit. Gotta stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. No more chicken, no more fries. Water, fruit,
if you got anything,
exercise. I'ma burn them calories, burn them calories, burn them calories. Now I'm getting back in shape, and I can't wait for y'all.
You're wondering why, and you want me to talk about something, there you go. Contact and the screen.
You can roll me up in duct tape.
We are a Creative Commons production, non-commercial attribution.
And what's so funny?
Share alike.
Didn't need a duct tape dummy.
That means you can take this and use it however you'd like, as long as you're not making any money and you credit us.
I'm just the one living it. Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. Wow, thank you so much. You got an orange and black man blushing again.
Congratulations, Bucktown Tiger. You've just won the fandom's favorite fursuit fracas. What are you going to do next?
Excuse me?
What are you going to do next?
Okay, well. It is a bit funny here and some. And I admit my fur music collection is quite limited. Just because I could download a whole shitload of music, but I don't like to download anything that isn't free to begin with, or that I haven't in some way supported the artist. If I can't pay for it or support the artists, and they are indeed a good artist, and especially with the furries, I don't want to download the stuff and not, return favors to helping them out. Because a good artist needs to be helped out. Anyway, I'm gonna take a really short break here. Get up and walk around. Stay tuned. We'll be back in any moment.
Sunday is speaking little poems for all the people. Dots on the sidewalk, tiny letters of glass. The briefcase apostle grumbles coldly and calls it evil. He sneers at the specter dancing around in the grass. The stranger out a while, all waits but all smiles, sings honestly. Stay around for the lyrical rescue, human distinction stolen away. Days will change and will fade. The weather's still good, won't you stay? What is a person when his passions have no venue? Where are the lovers in this frightened land? Weather can worsen, but the sky can also cleanse you. Feel its elation weep into your hands. He kneels on a stair, gives the simplest of prayers. I thank you. The shelters of silver, shapes of the first song we ever sang. Days will change and will fade. Wish as we may, nothing stays. Shine your eyes to the torrent, never move your gaze. Days have changed, gone away, gone away. Much as we like, we can't stay. Nothing stays, nothing stays.
Hecho por esta tierra. No me digas que has sufrido, tienes lo que mereces. Y da tiempo suficiente para entender que aunque el camino es duro, largo y sinuoso también, no hay más que conciencia, sé honesto, fiel y piensa que no es opción el perder.
Okay, break time is over now. So in case you're just joining, let's just join the show. As you can see, this is not our usual place. Once again, it's just gonna be me. Another half episode, 11.5. Yes. Once again, Dante had to work. And it's been established that we don't like Dante's bosses right now, because they've kept him from doing the show today. And since he's in the Tamwa, and we can't really use the regular studio that we would normally use. Number one, because that's not his bedroom. Number two, because he's not home and there's no way to do stuff with him gone. And he's at work. So, bleh. So if you're a manager at the Northside IV in Ottumwa, Iowa, let my fox go. That almost sounded gay. Let the fox go. Now. Or an army of furries. A furry army will charge in there. And they will steal all your cookies, chain you up, and take the fox away with the cookies and the beer. All the beer, all of the booze will be gone. My furry army will destroy everything. If only I could say that seriously, but I can't be serious with that. That would incite terrorism, and I'm not a terrorist. Despite the fact that we call for the death of tyrants. Then again, tyrants and terrorists are kind of the same thing. So if they die, they die. Whatever.
Who can tell when the cold
A good subject for today, I guess, would be
I'll still be coming back with gun wounds.
There've been a few different furry related podcasts over the years. In the beginning, there's Clawcast, which was followed by Anthropod, or whatever it was, and it was a good show, and it had a great amount of support. But I think it just kind of ended up falling apart. I guess Blaine and those guys just wanted to do something else, I guess. I don't really know the specifics, but it just kind of faded from the limelight. And there have been others, and then there's 2 Cents, and officially it's still on officially 2 Cents is still on hiatus. But I remember reading something that 2 posted not too long ago about the show was just getting too structured and too. It's just. I think that's what seems to kill off many podcasts, makes them not less fun. They get to be so structured and that it just loses some of the magic. It loses the magic. The magic just dies. And so I'm really going to be taking that into account as this show progresses. We don't want to get into structure. And like I told Dante, we don't have to read emails every day. We don't have to have news at a certain time. We don't have to structure it. We don't have to say, oh, we gotta do news now. We gotta wait to do the subject, the topical discussion. It's not time for that yet. Oh, it's not time for any emails. Okay, now we read the emails and then we do. No. Just calm down, dude. Just calm down. Just relax. We're not structured. We will never be structured. Much. And the only structure that the show will ever have, that will not be changed, will be when we come on. We will always be coming on at the same time every week, unless we know well ahead of time that we won't be there. And you will all know the week before that we're not going to be there, or we're going to be late. Dante just told me this morning that he would not be able to do the show today. And so, I said, I do not cancel the show on short notice. So here we are, doing it. Me alone. The show must go on, because I'm a badass. I just realized I forgot to open up. I still have the chat window minimized. There we go. DJ Blazer gon' burn you like a firefighter. And all my other tigers, I ain't forgot about you. Tigers run the shop. Tigers own the shop. Tigers shut the shop down, mug. Cause cats rule, dogs drew. Playboy, that's the law. We the crunkest of them all. We never go fall, boy. Tigers run the shop. In this motherfucker furry thing. Tigers run the shop in this motherfucker furry thing. We run the shop. We run the shop. We run the that would be quite ironic, to make not structuring a structure. So unstructured, that's an oxymoron. A structure is an oxymoron. Yes, the oxymoronic structure of not structuring. I like it. Yes. You're asking, what is a furry? So, Hematite in chat here says, what is the average life of a furry fan? It seems like 3 or 4 years and they wander off, and then many may come back years later, but overall furries seem to come and go a lot. Well, I think this kind of goes back into what we discussed in a previous episode about the effect of the fandom on what it sort of means on it, what furry means to the furries. Well, once a furry, you're always a furry. If you go into the fan type aspect, maybe not really a furry all the way through, maybe not furry through and through, but you're just the fan of the outdoor, and you're just kind of floating there on the surface. And interests wax and wane, they come and go, but it's like, it's not every day I'm looking at parkour videos or mountain biking videos. It's not every day that I'm going cuckoo crazy for heavy metal, but it is always with me. furries will always be with the furries. Especially if you're through and through furry. As myself and you are, and myself and Dante, as we are, we're furries through and through, and it will not ever disappear. Other interests may take precedence. One day I may feel like going, like I might spend the whole day doing stuff related to music or related to parkour or filming and not do anything furry. But the next day, or even later than that, I'm back to browsing the furry sites. Furry inflatable fans. That's it's kind of both. It's kind of both furries and the fetish. It's a sub-fetish of the. It's. I don't know. It's kind of a fetish. Kind of. Yeah, it's a fetish. I don't really think they should have a penalty. See, it's I don't know. It's kind of that's a tough one, you know. I don't even know how to describe it because I have no interest in it, and it's not it's not anything that I care to. I know nothing about it, so but I would. It's one of those things that if you were to give them a panel, that'd be one that would be like 6 in the morning, at the time that no one would show up, because it's just one of those kind of things. It kind of goes back to you know, what we were Kage was. I'm sure, or somebody involved in the convention. There was someone requested a baby for a panel, so they did what they could as a convention. It's scheduled in the wee early mornings, when the very early hours, because it's one of those things where it's not really too. It's not a real interesting thing. Let's just say it's not a very interesting thing to. It's kind of those really weird. One of those weird, bizarre corners that most of the fandom kind of like, if you know what I mean. But they do what they did the best they could, you know. Just like, yeah, they just kind of like Uncle Frank, they just kind of sit him in the corner, where he's kind of out of the way. But they did not exclude him, but he's out of the way. So it's more widely accepted stuff can be taken up by can go live in the hours where most of the activity is going on. Yes. So all of a sudden I am the guru of opinion. Not sure what I think about that opinion, about the title. Everyone can be a guru of opinion, but not everyone can put the opinion in something, words. Something. How did I get... Yeah. Oh, anyway. This is one moment. This is a moment when you have to think about what you... Yes, indeed, imitate. I should do the show in suit within the sun. I like that idea. That is good idea. And in fact, every one of my vlogs on my personal YouTube channel, it will be in suit. I plan to do a lot of fursuit videos on my personal channel. That's gonna be fun to look forward to. And I'm also thinking maybe do like do little skits for the Strike Bus Studios YouTube channel, where I go in full suit into public places, grocery stores, and events and stuff, what have you, in fursuit in public, just randomly, with no warning, and have fun with it. It is going to be very interesting. So we're about an hour and a half into the show. Remember, we're trying out this a new site. Convo.blogger.com. We'll have all the information from every episode from now on posted on that site. As well, and we'll also make that we've got this stream embedded on the TuneIn page. So it will be in the new place that we send everybody. And as I mentioned earlier, it looks like it's going to be pretty cheap to get a domain through Google. So once I get everything settled after my move, we'll probably be changing it to clausenconvo.com. That'll be in a few months. Probably about August. We'll have the new domain. Not 100% sure, but that's what we're aiming for. Anyways, so hearing some makes some beautiful musics for free. There's Bucktown.
Now some days I feel like I'm a computer with one program. You. Royal blue screens of death. My inhibition
so
my outlook on life and move on. I was sluggish up until our first date. Now the past is defrag.
if you're a musician watching the show and you've got music you want to be put on the show, just drop me a line. Send it to strikepod.studios@gmail.com. The subject, music, or something like that. If it's yours and you want us to play it, feel free to send it, and we will talk about it. And indeed, there is no Friday Night Tech tonight, so we can theoretically go all night long. Even if I run out of breath. Probably won't happen, but maybe. No. Imitate to left the IRC. Come back soon.
I got you. Rest of my life, rest of my life, I can make it, let it all go. As long as I got you, by my side, no matter what my life, I'm confident I can take it, let it all go. As long as I got you, the rest of my life.
Good music.
Second life all night, but I just wanted to be one life with you and
I used to,
one life. Yeah, I just wanted
I used to play Second Life. Once in a while still pop in there, but it's kind of got bored with it because I can't afford land, and I'm more. I like to build stuff, but I was kind of burned out with standing around. Second Life. Crash! That crashed into a wall. Welcome back. So, the way it looks, like I stated in the chat a little while ago, it looks like there's not going to be enough bandwidth to run Skype tonight, which is kind of depressing because I really wanted to get Paradox in here, but when we get the red bars on the Skype, I don't want to risk it. But we definitely plan to have Paradox Wolf from Friday Tech / Furcast on the show sometime in the near future. That'll be a great thing to have. We'll be very excited to have him. And I'm hoping that once I get moved to Bloomfield that I can get decent internet that has faster upload bandwidth, higher upload bandwidth than I have here. Certainly, in Central servers I have, it's only 1 megabit per second upload. That's barely enough to do a Ustream on the medium bandwidth setting. And it makes it nearly impossible. At least not worth risking losing everything. But next week's show we should be back to our normal location. And assuming we'll be able to, assuming once we move everything to Bloomfield, we actually go through with moving everything to Bloomfield, should be able to have everything set up much better. I'll have a new computer. I'll have that new desktop computer, and hopefully better internet service, faster, better bandwidth, and hopefully Dante will be able to make the 30-minute, 20-minute drive down to the studio every week. Those are actually two. I've actually got 4 bar stools here. Two sets of bar, 2 sets of 2 bar stools. The 2 that are off the screen, off frame, or too tall. The 2 are cheap, and they do match. Still hanging in that one. No, that is not a stool sample. Get your mind out of the gutter. Yeah. Yeah. Hematite says, where does a fish keep its money? The riverbank. Yeah. Right now the stream is running like a salmon. Salmon stream. Salmon. Downstream, upstream. The pieces for a joke are in there somewhere. Yeah. Pieces are all there. Whatever. I know there's something that I wanted to talk about today. There's something, but I completely forgot what it was. And this sudden change in the schedule with me not going to Otama to do the show normally always seems to throw me off, but we're making it work. Brownies, no. Well, there actually was something about brownies. Forecast had a story about brownies. someone someone got engaged to Twilight Sparkle. For real, I don't know how that's possible. And this guy ended up finding Twilight Sparkle porn on DeviantArt. And he went on a tirade with this artist through this Twilight Sparkle porn, saying, "Do not defile my fiancé like this," or something like that. It's apparently brownies are married. I don't know. I broke my brain. Yeah. Apparently you can marry cartoons if they're, as long as they're not the same sex. Apparently LGBT rights don't transfer through the ether. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Shut up, Steve. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Quote Adam Savage. Oh. Oh, sorry. So, while I was in Des Moines Saturday, after visiting the Science Center of Iowa and seeing Sue here, wandered about the mall for a while, and went into Shields, and they had a machine there that engraved dog tags and they had the paw print shape, and they had, well, did they have the paw, I don't know. They had the paw print shape with the sparkles all over it, and they had the round dog tags. You're the tiny dog tags. You know. They had the heart-shaped ones, and then they had the military-style dog tags. So, and I thought to myself, must make tag. And so I put money into the machine, and it spat out this. It reads Striker Chihuahua. I thought that was pretty neat. It's Shields and Jordan Creek model has this machine that engraves dog tags, and they get a couple of different attachment means of attaching them. But, yeah, I got the luggage tag, and they got the chain. So I got to use this tag. It's pretty neat.
Ladies and gentlemen, our lead shot wrecker, Mr. Bucktown Tiger. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. My friends, we're gathered here in this shop today In a celebration of friendship, furriness, and the fandom that we all know and love, but
it's 10 till 7.
Most of all. This is my 4th year in the furry fandom, and I'm grateful to you that you have kept me on.
Of course, there is no Friday Night Tech tonight, so we can just go on forever.
Of my young life. I look forward to many more exciting times as your lead shop wrecker in the years to come. 4 more years. 4 more years. Thank you. Thank you. You're making me blush. You just made an orange and black man blush.
It's a pet ownership
Like
relationship.
this time to thank you. You were there during the dark nights in which this shop was wrecked.
That's a good topic. That's a good
during the long evenings that we spent creating this album.
What is your opinion on the pet owner relationships in furries? Mated couples having furries as pets, the ownership of furries as pets, and the possible sexual interplay. Well, from my understanding, it's basically role playing. Obviously, it's not a literal ownership. It's not legal to have slaves, you know, so it's basically roleplay, from my understanding.
As the shop has become more hectic and life becomes so busy that I would forget to eat or sleep at times. You kept me
whatever makes you happy, you know?
And humor and kindness.
Everyone's happy with it. Everyone in the relationship is happy. Then it's okay. It's okay.
All of you that are here via Live Journal, my very first outlet that I entered back in 2005, knowing no one in the fandom, having no idea what I've been missing all of those years. You were the first to accept me. As we followed each other's lives,
would I be a pet or have a pet furry? Well,
times that I've had over the last 4 years, and yet you remain the single largest community of shop wreckers.
No, I don't think I would. You notice I never wear a collar because I am a slave to nobody. And
tremendous support, encouragement, and motivation to not give up, to continue to strive, confident that this shop can become
kind of thing
better,
just wouldn't work out for me.
For that, I am grateful and I salute you.
At least not at this point. I don't know what might happen down the road. It might change in the future. Like my thoughts on everything are fluid. My thoughts on things are open to change, open to new things, and you know, sometime down the road it might be worth trying, but I don't think it would work out for me.
Sharing experiences and ideas with each other from Second Life to Notcast to Furry for Life and beyond. We have come together to create one of the fastest growing and most well-known fandoms in existence, where those who have encountered us agree that we are some of the most friendly and down-to-earth people they've ever met. And this
you don't consider your pet a slave, obviously, but
the anthropomorphic community to the world.
You know.
And I salute you for furthering and
but at the same time, there's still sort of a submissive, dominant thing going on, and
to all of my friends who have supported me over the past
I'm not really much of a submissive, nor do I dominate. I'm just sort of
to my lovely liners who has been there for me and still is. To everyone who has aspired to give back to their fellow creature, human and otherwise.
Okay, I can't really say much more on the subject specifically. Not something that I look into. It's not a thing that I'm experienced with. So.
That I dedicate this album. Thank you. And may God bless each and every one of you.
But it does get me to think about something else that's not really technically related, but kind of close. And specifically about relationships. And there have been studies that have shown polyamorous relationships to be to be superior to the typical monogamous in many cases. And of course, I would be completely open to being in a polyamorous relationship. It's one of the things that, again, someone's happy with being monogamous, it works for them, and it might work for me, I don't know, but perhaps I would be more comfortable in a polyamorous relationship. Because I just think being around people that I care about, that I love, that it's better. It's kind of a complicated issue with my personal thoughts on the whole relationship issue. But polyamorous, I like the idea. Anyway. And I think that polygamy polyamorous relationships, from what I am observing, seem to be fairly common in the furry fandom, in relation to outside furry fandom. It's an interesting thought. I'm going to try to ask, what would you think of a non-furry having a furry as a pet? That seemed odd. Well, it would seem no more odd than a furry having a furry pet. It's on the same level. Song playing now is The Big Black Wolf by Kiara Sam off the album Fragments of an Era, a single. I just remembered I need to have something open so I can remember all this stuff. Human Sona. Yes. As I go along with the whole, this is my human suit, I'm not a human in reality. typing links from the chat over into the new post on classandconvo.blogspot.com. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take another break real quick while I fill out this new, while I work on this post for the blog. We'll be back in just a few minutes. So stick around.
I swear that the next person who laughs like Pee Wee Herman will be...
back. Break time is over. Get back to work. Let me try that. If it would mean you were constantly connected to the web and information would be directly dialed into and out of your brain, would you get... If a nanotech was developed to integrate the computer with your brain inside your body, micro neural net overlay weaved by nanites, would you do it? Constant data uplink. Well, no, I would not. I would not want things implanted into my brain. Number one, because of the risk of surgery, and and two, it's messing with my brain. It's too risky, and I don't want to risk anyone trying to hack my brain. For number two, it's too risky. And hacking. Someone hacks my brain, that could lead to very bad things. I much rather have external interfaces. And there will be interfaces which is non-invasive. Doesn't require any kind of injection or implants. That will just sit on the surface of the skin. Completely non-invasive. And you'd be able to get the same kind of control. And information will be sent to your like a heads-up display, kind of like Google Glass. And you'd still be able to control mentally, but it wouldn't require implants or surgery or injections. It would all just be external. That will be a possibility in the future. And a much more preferred alternative to nanites in the bloodstream implants.
Unshackled, unsheathed, and unbound. And I've grown as a person by leaps and bounds. With your youth in my heart, now I'm acting a clown. On the mic, on the keys when I'm putting it down.
Because I like to be able to turn things off.
All these verbs and nouns, so till death puts an end to this life I found. I'll continue working hard.
I like the ability to turn things off and disappear from the disappear from the technology. Go offline.
I don't smoke to help me pull all-nighters, and as such I don't need 25 lighters. Instead, my dresses got 25 tigers, and each one of my songs got 25 writers. I joined the fandom knowing that I wouldn't be sober, but I still didn't foresee an internet takeover, and the world is now ours. We don't rent, we don't.
So, since there's no Friday Night Tech tonight, I can go on forever and ever and ever until I get tired. But there's not a whole lot of people watching live, and it's rather vacant here, and I am running out of stuff, running out of thoughts to think about and talk about. And with that, probably be ending this soon. But we can go longer. We can keep going for a little while longer anyway. It's not a big deal. So
competition was great, but my 4 F's are fans, friends, family, faith. That means all y'all.
So let's see what we got going on here.
All y'all. All y'all. This is for all y'all. All y'all. All y'all. All y'all.
Pull up something here.
One of y'all. I can't help it. I'm from Arkansas.
I will first.
I say y'all.
See what's going on here.
Hopefully y'all don't mind. I'm out, y'all.
Okay, what I think we can do now is do upcoming events. And so yeah. Upcoming events in Iowa. This is all from the Iowa Furry Association. Toxic will be holding a meet at Suite 16 in Lanes in Le Mars, Iowa. And that is tomorrow, the 6th. Monday, 22nd of this month. Naboa is holding his regular Monday night meet. And looks like this one's going to be a grill out. It's $5, but choice of 5 burgers, brats, and hot dogs. That looks like fun. I think I'll try to make that one. Monday, the 27th at Iowa City, or not Iowa City, freaking Cedar Rapids. Yes, Monday, April 22nd at 5 p.m. In Cedar Rapids, Iowa, at Naboa's house. $5 grill out. I'll have more information on that momentarily. And that's all we've got for this month. Yeah, that's everything. So, damn it. Let's get this link in here. Is saying that he's been looking for a mate and has been shunning non-furries as possible mates. If I find a furry mate and they lose their furry, I'm worried I will lose interest in them. Any advice? Well, it's typically, you know, it's true that furry relationships work better when relationships with furries are better when they're both furries. It's rare that a furry will have a successful relationship with a non-furry, and 9 times out of 10, they both, if it works out, they both end up being furries. Sort of the natural workings of things. And I don't think you'd have to worry about losing interest in the furries, because once you're a furry, you're pretty much always a furry. It will always be a part of who you are. And if the other person does end up not being a furry at some point, then it might be worth wondering if they were a furry to begin with. And if so, it won't be permanent.
My carry-on bag has enough clothes to last me. I got it all set up. Facebook status updated, so my page will be
it's one of those things
hey, where are you? Don't ignore
that just
me.
doesn't go away.
I'll tell them that I'm gonna
But
be
just for argument's sake, let's say that they truly were a furry and ended up not being a furry. So what? You know? If you're into it, fine. If you're not, fine. Doesn't matter. However, the community will still be there. You'll still have... Even if you did stop being a furry, you would still have that community there. It's not like you're going to automatically become anti-furry or anti-whatever. Once you're furry, it's always going to be embedded. It's always going to be a part of who you are. You've told me how you once left the fandom for a while. But did you ever stop being a furry? Even though you left the fandom. Even though you left fandom for a few years, you're still a furry. And you came right back to the fandom. And here you are, watching a furry podcast. And this kind of thing happens all the time. People leave the fandom, but they don't leave furry. And the interest in the arts and the role-playing and other works may wane, but once you're a part of the community, you'll always be a furry. So don't worry about it.
Just like Canada, except for can't drink. And have the same taxes. You drive on the right side.
Furry is an incurable virus. True story. Okay, the time is now 7:22 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Central Daylight Savings Time. I hate Daylight Savings Time. It's a pain in the ass, you love, but... whatever. I do kind of look like a ghost in the stream when I look at it, but... that is but a consequence of broadcasting at a slightly lower quality. I don't know what to do with this there. It's just a lower quality, I guess. Anyway. Well, what to do now? What shall we talk about now? What shall we do now? I have my guitar. I think I will play guitar. Since there is nothing more to do. Microphone coded. I would sing, but I don't have very many lyrics written, and I don't have a mic stand. Nor do I have anything to set the mic on where it would pick me up, so what kind of... Not going to be able to do it at this point. All of my mic stands are at Dante's apartment, 40 miles away. of the magic dragon lived by the sea, down in the land called Sarah Lee. No. Well, that concludes this half episode of Claus and Convo. We'll be back to our normal content next week at 5 p.m. Daylight Central Time. The links to everything that you've seen today, that I've mentioned, can be found on the blog clausandconvo.blogspot.com. And until next time, I've been your host, Striker Chihuahua. Shout out to Hematite Bear and the IRC. And we'll see you next time around. Rock hard, live free, keep it true.